yourself?
Good.
So we are at Nick's place today in his, pretty much, it's your dream shed.
Yeah, I thought it would be big enough, but I've already outgrown it. They're never big enough.
They're never big enough, I know that. Let's have a look around.
Yeah.
So what are you going to show us first, Nick?
Well, the first thing you probably see coming in the shed is this 1870s vice. I bought that out of Perth off Marketplace, and it was all bent and buckled and ruined. And yeah, he posted it to me in 2 boxes, like the dynamic drawer and then the body. And yeah, I love this Athol stuff, Athol, Massachusetts. So Athol is before Starrett Machine Co. that make a lot of like your hacksaw blades and your measuring gear and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, 1870s. That's probably the oldest thing in the shed that I know of. The thing about these old vices is it's quick release if you need it to be, which is rad. You just lift it up past the jaws.
Put it back in.
I think I come out of the end thread there, but yeah. And then you just fine tune it like that. Normally the handles were only sort of yay long, but I put a big piece of bright bar in there.
Brass ends on it.
Yeah, just so it doesn't like maul up the meatball here. Yeah, and soft jaws. It's good to have a vise with something that's not going to mar up your object you're clamping. Yeah, so cool. You'll see a lot of vices in this shed, Tom, and I'm a bit of that's my vice, but yeah.
Well, let's keep going.
Here's another vice. So this vice, it shouldn't be just a shed tour on vices, but it's gonna be. 1940s is the Wilton fish hook. So that's what makes it a fish hook, is these castings in the body. Yeah, I got this out of America. I done some horse trading with a friend on there, and I sent him a new old stock Starrett vice, and he sent me 2 of these that were butchered and heaps of cool trinkets and stuff, and I wanted to restore it. So yeah, all the jaws were blown out and stuff, and I extended them. It's actually handy having a jaw that's longer on the other side. I designed this little lock here, which is kind of handy. So yeah, it's just a little knurled grip and it just locks on your bar here, but you know, it's been super nice. So yeah, this was a full resto, and yeah, I actually put this on YouTube, this resto, but it didn't really take off, but I done it for myself and I've used it. You can see oxy marks in it. I restored it, I made it nice, but it's got to be used, you know, it's not just a prop.
Wait, so all this stuff is used?
Sometimes, mate, yeah. So the bench is all 5mm plate. I just oxyed it out. It's exactly 1 sheet, but I sort of just thought about how I could utilise it.
And tools underneath too?
Yeah, and just 50 by 50 frame, you know. I purposely set the frame back in so you can clamp off it, make it usable. And then this end's all drilled with M6 tapped holes as well, so that's handy for just fixtures. So if I was doing mass production of shit, I can clamp to the bench and utilise it. Yeah, it's good and practical. And it's screwed to the wall, so it's solid.
Nice little radio there.
Tom, I run 95 metres of speaker cable in this shed. So I've got surround sound with like all these speakers. They're just from the tip and Marketplace, but I like my music and I want good sound. So yeah, it was a necessity. Above the bench, I've got this I-beam, so if I did want to lift like an engine or something onto there, it's in line. And yeah, I've just got like a trolley. This is 3-phase, so it can lift serious stuff if I need to. I restored the trolley and put new bearings and stuff in it. So like, if I'm going to put something in this shed, I make it nice, I restore it so it'll never let me down, and then I've got its full working life out of it, you know, to be practical. Yeah. So this is a lathe I got off, same thing, Marketplace out of Sydney. It was restored by an old tool maker, and he reground the ways and
Explain to viewers what the ways are.
all this sort of stuff, mate. So if your lathe bed has got a lot of use, it will sort of dip and belly and not be accurate. So this has been restored by an old fella and then used, and yeah, I like, you can see how nice it is, and everything works so freely, and it come with pretty much all the tooling, you know. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing, mate.
Where do you keep all your tooling?
Look at this. How's that good for design from the 50s?
Flash looking. It's not bad.
It's classy, but it's accurate. So it's English made. This is a Colchester. And I try and stick with name brand stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, you can cheap out when you need to. Like, these are all just Temu, but you can buy good quality tips and it'll give you a better cut. So there's pros and cons, but for a machine, I wouldn't buy a Temu lathe. I'd buy something that can cut, you know, accurately. And I have American and Aussie stuff, so I need American and metric threads, like imperial, and yeah. So it's a big outlay, but it's a tool you use building a car or a bike all the time. It's a necessity.
Especially with the DRO on it too.
Yeah, that's such a time saver and cuts out confusion and whatnot. And I find I can be very accurate by just looking at that. You don't even need to look at what you're cutting. The wind from the shed.
So if people don't know, McPherson's Limited used to be they were a supply company in Australia. They supplied everything, just about farming equipment, tooling, machinery.
Yeah, they're like your sponsor here in Forbes.
Yeah,
They were the olden day here in Forbes.
And they used to do all these charts. So standard screw threads, tapping drill tables.
Yeah.
There's heaps of them.
I've got the full set.
Nick's got all of them.
I've got spares too, which Tom's been trying to buy out of me for ages, but he doesn't, you know, he's tight. You know what Tom's like, guys.
Doesn't track. That's fake news.
For example, McPherson's made stuff like this, and this is their own table. It would have been a kick press stand, and in the sides down there it says McPherson's, but yeah, they made beautiful quality stuff. Like, I presume it was cast in Melbourne when they were still casting stuff. So yeah, McPherson stuff is good
I
quality.
don't know if McPherson's were cast in Melbourne, or it was all done in Mascot in Sydney.
Don't know. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because there were a lot of foundries in Sydney. There was John Hine, AP Lever.
Yeah, John Hine. I got some of their go. Yeah.
A heap of stuff cast out there.
Yeah.
What's on? So all this stuff here.
This is all flat belt stuff. So this is like my true passion. Not as accurate. It's a lot earlier. It's like.
And when he says flat belt, he literally means.
Yeah.
It runs on flat leather belts.
Yeah, yeah, and it's all run off a shaft that would spin. So your whole workshop could be set up off one motor.
I have a Lister engine at home that can run.
For shears?
Well, it was actually run. It was for line shaft gear. So
yeah.
It would have been set up, say, outside. You would have had shafts running through your shed.
Yeah.
And you would have had essentially come down to here and would have been like a clutch system.
Yep.
You would pull it over, would have clutched on, powered up the machine.
Yeah.
Much.
And that's what.
Sort of similar to his drill, but.
Yeah, that's your lever, which would have been mounted on the roof, and you could dog it into gear, and yeah, that's what all this stuff is, Tom. So there's
What all this unit is.
Yeah, there's your clutch. That would have been your drive, and these are your speeds, you know, and yeah.
I've actually got. Well, my father, I should say,
Yeah.
has got a full set of line shaft equipment
Wow.
that I'm trying to inherit.
Good. I'll turn this on for you. 1900s, maybe 1920.
And what is it?
It's a camelback. So camel because it'd sort of look
It's
like
got
a
a bit of a hump on the back.
yeah.
Does all the carrying up there.
It's a drill press. Same thing, flap belt. Yeah. So how smart is this? Like a weighted gear lever, so it folds back to
instead
central.
of having 3,
Yeah, yeah,
it's got 1.
yeah, yeah. And then you can speed do it here if you needed. Increments at eye level, genius, you know, metric and imperial.
It's got metric and imperial on there.
Love it. And look at this stuff, Tom. Like, they thought and they cared. Genius. Put a vise on the other side.
Catch all the swarf here.
Yeah.
I did notice. Spin it back over. She's had a life. She's had a big old braze repair.
That's it. Yeah. When I got it, it was all sort of rusty and stuff, and the bloke wasn't using it. But yeah, yes, it's old and antique, but it's got more torque than a modern drill press, and it doesn't stop. This is like when men were men, you know, this won't stall. It will break shit.
Despite being belt driven. So it does have a, you know.
It'll slip,
It'll slip if it really catches. But it's all gear driven, shafts.
Yeah.
It's rock solid, I bet. Even the reduction set of gears on the back.
Yeah.
Off the motor.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Technically, well, it's a 4-speed drill, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah.
I suppose you could run it. Yeah, no, leather belts you can run, so you could run small on small. You have to put a twist in the belt to keep the tension.
Yeah. Yeah, you can pretty much just sort of hop it by hand at the top, and then the bottom will chase over because it's all square cut, you know. Some of your viewers would know what these are, but that's a number 3 grease cap oiler. So you just screw the cap off, pack it with grease.
Normally got like a paraffin or like a cotton or something in them normally.
Yep.
And you'll wet soak them.
Yep.
And then you can load
Yeah.
them up. And that basically, forgot about handle. Just lubricates that shaft.
Yeah. Smart, but
Simple.
still valid,
I
still
actually
works.
just noticed the chain in the back.
Yeah, it's weighted. You can hear it bobbling in the leg.
There's a bobble weight in there.
Yeah.
So that acts as a return.
Yeah. And even like the up and down is gear driven, you know, genius. So you don't have to lift the bed and lock it off. Yeah.
What age was it?
Around 1900s or 1920s. So like if any of your viewers know, comment. I'd love to know more about it. I'd love to see it in an old McPherson's catalogue, and, you know, how much were they? $18.99.
£10, 4 shillings.
Yeah.
Is this your pool room or?
Everyone thought it was a toilet or an office or something, and I'm not going to waste that valuable space with something like a toilet or an office.
Let's go and have a look.
This is totally inspired by Nigel from Engineered to Slide. Amazing tradesman, awesome workshop. So I got talking to him, and yeah, he built a mess room, and that's what this is. That's what I call it. And it keeps all the dust and stuff off my bikes and the engine bays. Like, I'll build an engine out there and it's got to be clean. So yeah, come in. This is my mess room where I can make a huge mess and die grind, and it sort of cuts down the sound too. Like, the neighbours can't hear me at 9 at night.
With the door closed, you can hear the difference in here.
And like trenching heads, you know, deep at night and stuff like that. But
you've
yeah.
got everything you need in here. Like, obviously 2 drill presses.
Yeah, one I countersink with, one I drill with. But the bed height, for example, I was drilling timber the other day, and from these flat jaws to there, it was dead level, so I was drilling square. So it's kind of practical, you know.
Spare vise.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Which I probably don't need now that I've got the mill. So yeah, an X and Y vise, yeah, not necessary, but yeah.
Storage of materials.
Alloy, stainless steel, yeah. Be organised, and it'll save you time when you're in a pinch.
All in totes.
Yeah, slide it out.
I'm
Yeah.
going to slide it any further because I don't feel like wearing that.
Yeah.
And then on the back.
Same thing. Bench is all drilled and tapped if I did fixture to it. This is my welding bench. Me and Tom have been very spoiled in workshops where we've got jig tables and stuff like that, but in the real world, not everyone can afford that. So this is just Gauss sheet folded, and it's over timber. And then, yeah, I've got something nice and super solid to earth to and weld off.
Not that you would MIG weld on top of that.
No.
You would ideally keep this in decent nick. I know where that's from too.
Yeah, it's fly cut, so it's dead flat. But
I notice you've got, well, the second half of your window, but you've got a couple of little fans in there.
yeah, so that's something to be aware of and think about, is just dust extraction and your health. You know, like I've always
in a small room too.
Yeah, I actually do wear these now, and I wish I started 20 years ago when I started my apprenticeship. You know, like yeah. Think about your health, guys, and getting rid of that dust and gas. Like, I've probably breathed in 30 bottles of straight argon, you know, like...
It's good for you, people. Just remember that. Yeah. Argon is actually okay because it's an inert gas. Not that you need to be breathing it in flat out.
I try and have all the tools I need in the section I need. So
you've got doubles.
Yeah, out there is my nice tools for building engines. Beside the lathe is all the tools for the lathe. This is just basic stuff I need for general fab, you know, your gas bottles, some metric stuff, and...
couple of knockometers.
Yeah, but not a nice one, you know, like we've all got a beta Sykes and Pickavant that I've restored, but
it's not a nice one, but it's a bit loose.
Yeah, but
that's fine.
You know what I mean? You set your tools up for what you need. Like beside the drill press, I've got all my taps, dies, drills, imperial metric, step drills. Everyone, buy some step drills. These are amazing.
This is a good thing.
Ah, yes. Air everywhere in my shed. Yep.
Even they're in the system too.
Yeah, so I really thought about that, Tom, is like where I'm going to work and what I need there. So I've got air at arm's reach. I kind of like having a little workshop. Like I can almost do all this on 1 foot, you know?
Yeah. Moving around. Grinders, we all know how to use those.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't wear your safeties. You've got lockers.
Yeah, that's just all my abrasives for all this stuff, you know.
Belts and such.
Yeah, they're just a vertical locker from Bunnings that I bought and flipped, and they fit perfect, so that was rad. And just old welding jackets and stuff. Notice how it clears the sidge cone over it? Yeah.
A couple of bench grinders, linishes.
Yeah, just stuff for
flat
making,
benches.
yeah, shit for sharpening up here, yeah.
What are they called?
They call this a Radius Master. They're Aussie built. They're amazing. They are like one of the best linishes ever built. So I do a lot of knives and bike stuff, and it's good.
Still won't make me a knife.
It's good to have options of radiuses. So yeah.
You can see it. You just changed. There's multiple different.
Yeah, arches. So you could. I've got a fixture where you can slip on here and scallop pipe or fish mouth it, you know. Yeah, so it's all sort of quick release, and you can just dump stuff in and out. Got a big radius on the rear. So for my knife handles, when you're doing like something with a bit of a complex shape, you can tip it and work on it, you know, in this angle as well. So not cheap, but an amazing asset to have in your shed. Way better than this multi-tool. So with my multi-tool, I bought the 100 mils so I can do exhaust pipe and deck there, but I probably don't use that at all. Now that I've got this and the big decker here, you know, so yeah, that's just a bit of a waste of space and machinery.
It's all kept away from the workshop.
Yeah. I've really put foam all around the edge of the door, and it's a tight seal.
Yeah, it's quite very noise resistant in there.
Yeah. All the glass and the building materials are just second hand from, there's a excess building material sort of place in Canberra here where we can buy that. And I think this pane of glass, double glazed, was like $66. So it's cheaper than buying Perspex like Nigel did, you know. So yeah, I bought 3 double glazed windows and a door, and it was like under $200. Yeah.
So coming out of the tool room, pool room.
Yeah.
It's Bridgeport.
Yeah.
For those that don't know what a Bridgeport is,
It's American made.
they're probably some of the best mills ever built.
Yeah, made in New York. The good thing about buying name brand stuff like the Colchester or a Bridgeport is you can still buy parts from the factory.
Bridgeport still exists?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Colchester, England just bought Bridgeport, but they're staying manufactured in the States for now, New York. I wouldn't mind visiting them, but yeah, I got this off a lovely old fella that used to work for Sydney Railway, and he's a fitter machinist by trade. So it was nice knowing you're buying something off someone that knows how to use it. And he gave me a full rundown, you know, because I'm just a Boilermaker by trade, but I've done night courses because I really wanted to learn this stuff, you know, in fitting and machining. But yeah, it come with all the tools and accessories.
It's even had the power feed added to the...
Yeah, that's from your sponsor Heron Forbes as well. So anyone can adapt and fit that to a mill. Doesn't have to be Bridgeport.
DRO on it?
Yep. I just fitted this cool old World War II lamp on it. I just thought it looked the part. It's actually all brass, which is crazy. Anyway.
It's all hollow tubing, actually, I've just noticed. Or at least the top section is.
Yeah.
And look at that. Just
it's nice, eh?
fine.
Something to think about if you're going to move something heavy. I normally borrow, Heron Forbes sell them, they're like $800 or $900, a little gantry crane. But I lifted up the mill and built this cradle, and that was the main reason I ended up winning this off marketplace, is because I was prepared to move it. So I built this crazy cradle, put wheels under here, and these are jacking screws so I can level it, but I thought that was a good idea. I haven't seen anyone do it like that in Australia. So yeah, free to do that. Like, steal my idea, improve on it, whatever. But
and it's so simple. But if you need to move that, you probably could. Not that you would. You could do it on your own.
Yeah, exactly.
Because what's that Bridgeport weigh? Probably a ton and a half.
Oh, I think it was 2. Yeah, 2.
Yeah, like it's all cast.
Yeah.
Everything in Nick's shed is cast.
Love cast. Yeah, solid.
Solid. Look at the size of the knee on it. Like, it's massive.
Yeah.
And is the knee powered, or has it got a...
Nah, it's all manual. Yeah, it's all manual. The reason I jumped on this one, it was priced very well, but it come with this table,
come with a rotary
vise, yeah, with a Pratt and Bernard chuck on it, which is money.
Got a dividing head. That goes with that.
And then all this is my Bridgeport stuff. Another one there. I sit that one on top of this one when I'm not using it. Tailstock. Lots of like parallels for jigging, you know. This is where you'll spend the money on a mill, is tooling up so you can run the mill, you know.
Even just a simple little 1, 2, 3 blocks in there.
Yeah. And just perfectly square stuff, you know. And then he threw in all of these, you know, and there's lots of money in just your cutters. So I've started organising them into sizes and imperial and metric.
And you'll see a lot of these rotor toolboxes in Nick's shed.
Yeah.
We'll go to the rotor bit in a minute.
Rotor's my favourite. It's
white whale.
Yeah. But yeah, come with all this, and that's where you...
Cutter's head's up there.
Yeah. So it is good, mate. Another vice for it, so you can run to.
I didn't know you did miss some of that since 2009. The body for it, I suppose.
So my wife is right into cars and bikes as well. Mainly cars, but we've converted each other. I was a bike guy and she was a car girl, and we met at a car show. She has a beautiful HQ 1-tonner with a small block in it, and I thought, far out, she's hot as. And I was driving a HZ Prem on like...
Prem fronted ute.
Yeah, yes, yeah. A ute. white walls, steelies, sun visor on its guts.
Or the sluts, or...
And that's how I met Tom, because Tom was driving a blue HQ.
Yeah, I've got my blue,
Yeah.
I blew up my HZ unit at one stage and decided it needs new front sheet metal, and Nick had spare front sheet metal, which I didn't even end up buying off him.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't buy it off him.
Yeah, it was cheap, but we all know he's tight.
Yeah,
we
it's probably
keep
too expensive for me, so... and it was white, so it wasn't blue.
So yeah.
I think I ended up buying white and painting it blue anyway. Yes.
Yeah. This is just like old boxes that I had, and they were kicking in my way, so I just started throwing them on the wall and gap filling them with all these photos that I'm proud of from King of the Hill. And yeah, I love it. It's kind of like my favorite wall, and it's practical, you know, I actually sort of use it.
Among other things, Nick is a little bit handy with sheet metal like himself.
Yeah, this is just a Hare and Forbes kit that I got off our good friend Mark Meredith at M&G Industrial, and yeah, I use it.
Shaping station.
Yeah, like I was saying to you, Tom, I try and think about everything I want to use in that area and set it up so it's yeah, right to use.
All the dollies. I'm pretty sure some of those are mine.
All me hammers.
And that is yeah with that.
Yeah.
Well, I say it's promotional, but it would have been set up in a store.
Yeah, so I got this out of an old industrial truck workshop, like diesel. So I'd say it was big spanners. Yeah. And
oh, yeah, because it says, yeah, it's got Whitworth written right there.
yeah, yeah. So, yeah, practical for that sort of stuff. But, you know, some are really nice. Some of these cheap ones, I don't care because I can reface them.
I can tell that Nick's been shopping at Hare and Forbes because that is a Hare and Forbes item.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're good. They're actually really nice. They hit good. They bounce good.
Good plug.
I got a bit of snap-on stuff too, but
A bit of everything there.
yeah, I just like good quality built stuff.
And then there's the big dog.
This vise took like 3 people to lift. So me, Mel, my wife, and her brother. So 4 men, pretty much, because Mel's like 2 guys. Yeah,
this is another Wilton.
It is a Wilton bullet vise. This one's 70s or 80s-ish, and it was new old stock. It hasn't really been used. It was in a machine shop in Wollongong, and yeah, they know.
That's the biggest one they do, isn't it?
It is. This is 8-inch, and huge opening.
Measure the 8 inches.
It's 8 inches. But yeah. They're a crazy thing. They were worth thousands of dollars brand new, and I don't know why someone would spend that much money back in the 70s and bring it in from the States on a nice cast iron stand.